That video is
Hey, we have all of the latest Battlefield 6 leaks just for you. And will we finally see PlayStation games on Xbox? Maybe. Maybe. All this and more on this episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, TJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices, aka I'm just a man with a backpack just strolling through the desert, delivering stuff like a pizza man. I am joined by
John MF Ross.
What does the M and F stand for?
Dial M for monkey.
For monkey. We're not gonna say it. We're not gonna say it.
That's actually a deep cut. If you know, you know.
It really is. It really is. And it's like it's a spin-off show from a show. That's how deep that cut is, guys.
The deepest of cuts.
All right, now you know who we are and how old we are. This is Press X Start Gamers Digest, a video game news show that condenses the most important gaming news from this past week into an hour-long meal just for you. We're live on YouTube every week. That we can promise. That's about it, though, because life is hard.
But yeah, go listen to us. It's easy.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't forget, you can support us by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, and hit that notification bell. If you are listening and not watching, we would appreciate you leaving us a review on whatever podcast service you are tuned in on. Thank you. And if you want, you can join our conversation by joining our Discord at pressx2start.com/Discord. Again, thank you. All right. With that out the way, let us jump into the gaming news with number one. We just got a whole ton of Battlefield 6 leaks, everything. We got from the release date to the possible pricing to apparently pre-order editions or special editions. It's a big old leak, and also possible event coming this week. So I'm going to start with the first big drop of content. This comes from Dealabs Magazine. Battlefield 6 release date, edition, price, pre-order. We unveil all of our unpublished information. This comes to us by Dealabs by way of Bilbokun, which is a pretty credible leaker. Yep. This is actually the first time I've actually pulled up the, I guess, magazine.
Dealabs. Yeah. Looks to be French.
Yes. I had to use Google Translate, and I actually had to say Firefox Translate. And we'll see how well it translates. So, after months of testing and waiting, Electronic Arts finally gives us an appointment on Thursday, July 24th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Paris time, of course, not our time, to unveil Battlefield 6. A long-awaited first trailer will be broadcast on YouTube, making the official start of the launch campaign. So that trailer launched
already. Yeah, it's already out.
Yeah. Did you get the chance to watch the trailer?
Yeah, but as other people said, I mean, it's indistinguishable from any other Battlefield trailer in the past. Like,
yeah,
wasn't really revealing a damn thing other than the environments will be destructible. But
Yes.
past that, give us some gameplay, damn it.
Yes. Speaking of gameplay, I'm about to put it on right now. So it seems that parallel to all this, I guess gameplay had got out. It's actually a lot of gameplay. So I'm just pulling from one channel that I saw with content on it.
Yeah.
I'm imagining this should be safe because it's been out for at least a couple of hours or so, but we'll see. Hopefully it's safe. Hopefully. So yeah, I'm just going to continue reading the article while the gameplay is playing. The game's name, egregiously confirmed in recent dates, leaked via a deleted post from the Doom 94 streamer via VGC, which would have been revealed received a mysterious promotional refuel pack. I'm not going to read all this. It's Battlefield 6, guys. That's the name. I'm just going to. There's a lot of flourishing happening here. We already know this stuff. All right. I'm going to jump down to release date. So, according to our information, we confirmed that Battlefield 6 will be released on October 10th. The game will be available in Standard Edition as well as Phantom Edition. Contrary to some rumors, the Phantom Edition does not correspond to a collector's version. Rather, it is a deluxe edition, exclusively digital, including additional in-game content. No early access will be granted. Both editions will be available simultaneously on the 10th of October. So, October 10th, which is an interesting spot because that should be before the Call of Duty of this year.
I just pretty much don't think I care about Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah. I do want to talk about that too because I think we are in the same position in terms of where we were with Call of Duty, where we are with Call of Duty now, and what this could possibly mean with that. So, and then on top of that, Arc Raiders is September or is October? Isn't like
I don't remember.
Can you check that? Because I think it's actually close to October 10th. Actually, now I think about it. But yeah, looking at the gameplay, it's so funny how similar Battlefield and Call of Duty just looks at a glance, and it's just like you have to play either game for an extended period of time to really be able to spot the difference of like, oh, this is actually Battlefield because of X, Y, and Z versus Call
Well,
of
I
Duty
mean, you'd have to take away the UI, but and I mean, I could look at something and immediately tell, even if you took away the UI, just because of certain animations in the way they play.
Exactly.
Arc Raiders is October 30th.
Ooh.
Yeah, just from like the way they throw grenades and stuff.
Yeah,
it's just slightly different. You can actually revive your teammates. In Battlefield 6, you don't have to actively shoot people to get points and help your team. It's just
you can play the objective and stuff.
You can play the objective or just play it your way. You don't have to be a straight up Slayer to get clips.
Yeah.
You can just have fun doing random stuff, and hopefully it gets back to being Battlefield and not trying to be Call of Duty.
Yeah, so a couple things on that. I am just going to jump around. I guess just to finish off that that section that was on. There's actually nothing else really. So about it being more Battlefield versus Call of Duty, they are bringing back the standard classes. So you have Recon, Soldier, Medic. My Battlefield is very hazy. Oh, that's an ad. My Battlefield is very hazy.
It's been a while for me. Let me see.
Yes. The classics are coming back in terms of those classes. So let us talk about
okay, I'm sorry. Support, engineer, recon, and assault.
There you go. Yes. So let us talk about the pricing now for this. So Battlefield 6 will be available on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. The possibility of a dedicated version of the new Nintendo Switch 2 could not be confirmed on our side, In the table below, we summarize the prices of the game's editions according to the platforms as well as the upgrade packs to the Phantom Edition. Blah, blah, blah. The most important part about this whole thing, PS5, Xbox Series X. The Euro price is $79.99, which is pretty much going to be the same for US. That means that this will be a $80 game. So
Yeah. They got to earn it. They got to come strong.
They do. They really do.
I don't think it's going to have strong sales initially because it's coming out right around the same time as Call of Duty. But if it has good word of mouth, people will get it.
So I want to add the second story onto this, as this is going to be just a big old Battlefield 6 conversation. And the second story comes to us from Insider Gaming, and it is Battlefield's Battle Royale map has leaked and includes all the POIs. We don't have to go over the POIs. I'm not going to show the image because the image actually got removed off of Twitter. But that is confirming that there is a Battle Royale that's going to be a part of this. That was something that was rumored, but it is in fact true. The rumor is that the Battle Royale is supposed to be free to play, similar to Warzone.
But it won't be out at launch.
It won't be out at launch. It's supposed to be out like a couple months or so after launch. So this is a very...
I mean, that's fair, because then why would people bother buying the game? So
yeah. It is a weird thing of EA has seen what Call of Duty, or I guess what Activision has done with Call of Duty, and they're kind of copying it, but in some ways for the worse, and in some ways it could work. The thing is, I personally feel like that $80 price tag is not the move right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially after we have news of Microsoft pulling back on the Outer Worlds 2. They said it's going to be $80. Now they're coming back and say, actually, it's going to be $70, guys. And I think the actual wording is like all of their, I guess, first-party games is going to be $70 and not $80. That includes Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So I am hoping that EA does not stick to their guns and they read the tea leaves, they read the general sentiment about the gaming audience and not wanting to spend $8 for a game, and be like, you know what, we'll also drop ours back to $70, the standard price for right now. Do you think that's going to happen?
No. Everybody's going to try their hand.
I know, me neither. I don't think it's going to happen either.
Everybody's going to try their hand.
Oh, that's sad to me. Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about this. Battlefield 6. Where is your hype for this game? And if you don't have any hype, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I always played it by myself because everybody else was always playing Call of Duty. So I don't have like a hype set of friends to really play it with. And it's played...
Yeah.
Battlefield at its best is played differently than Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's not running and gunning. It's holding down a spot. It's laying suppression fire. It's creating battlefield moments. Jumping out of jets, stealing a guy's jet in midair, all the crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's like a 7 to 8.
Okay. Yeah. I'm around there too. I mean, I think it depends on the day if I'm like higher or lower in terms of like a new first-person shooter game that like I can jump into, and it doesn't... I know it's going to be a little slower than Call of Duty because Call of Duty right now is just running on 10 all the time. Just like, I don't really want to do all that right now. But like, there are elements to Battlefield that always appealed to me, like the destructible environment stuff. That was always like really cool.
Yeah.
My main problem every time I jumped into Battlefield was that I'm so used to Call of Duty. So when I go in, my muscle memory is like doing Call of Duty things, and it's like that doesn't work here. And it's just I
Yeah.
always get caught up in that, and it just felt like I'm
It
always
takes a
dying. I'm
lot to
always
be able to switch between the two.
exactly,
So
exactly.
I feel it.
And I think like right now, the fact that none of us have really been playing Call of Duty, and it's just like it's been enough time where it's like, oh, Battlefield 6 will feel different, but hopefully refreshing. And then it's like, okay, it's something I actually want to play, want to put time in. And I feel like I don't, I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like the whole meta with Call of Duty is different from Battlefield in terms of like you're not really, I guess because the maps are so big, you're not necessarily worrying from like people running and gunning too much. And like it's
I
just
mean, well, you
a
got some people that
bigger.
are ridiculously good at sniping. So I mean,
Okay, well that's
you
fine.
still got to
That's fine.
take cover, and like real sniping, not the quick scope and BS.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I can deal with that. I'm actually as I'm talking about this, I remember I it wasn't Battlefield. It wasn't the last Battlefield. I don't even know. At one point, a group of us had played Battlefield with Jordan, who was the resident Battlefield guy in the
Hmm.
group, and all I remember is that he left us. I don't think it was his fault. I think we were just being stupid, but yeah, he definitely left us, and
Yeah.
we didn't win, but we had a good time. So I'm sure once this drops, Jordan will be a part of the team and playing. So
Yep.
yeah, the last little bit of this, the leaks and stuff, was that there is supposed to be a Battlefield event happening, I believe, this week. And it, oh, geez, another ad, man. It is supposed to be the same type of event as Call of Duty Next.
Ah, okay.
Next.
Basically a
Yeah.
direct.
Yeah. Well, not direct. They're gonna have a bunch of people go there. They're all gonna
Oh,
stream.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm not
A
sure if it's called
physical
Next.
event.
Yeah, whatever that event, that Call of Duty event was that they had last for Black Ops 7, they're gonna do that for Battlefield 6. So that will be another opportunity for everybody to get eyes on this game and to see like their favorite streamers play the game and all the stuff. There is a little bit of drama happening with that.
Hmm.
Apparently, EA is dropping a bag to bring people in. So they're like giving people checks to play this game. And I
Mm,
think at one point it's like, oh, you have to produce at least 10 Battlefield videos on their channels. And it's just like, that's a
interesting.
little, yeah, that's a little weird. But again, I think EA might just be a little scared right now, and they're doing all they can to make sure this game is in the best light.
Well, we'll see who took the bag.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, it will be hard to hide the fact that this game is a turd if it is a turd. But if the
Mhm.
game is good and people are just talking about how good the game is and they're playing this game, then it's just going to be like, all right, whatever, that's fine. These people just got free money essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is Battlefield 6. And hopefully by the time you, dear listener, dear viewer, are watching this, you will have even more information than we do because the actual event would have happened. Actually, I mean, like tomorrow, that would have to happen for this to be the case. But we'll see. We'll see. We will all see.
Yep.
All right. Let us jump in to number 2. Oh boy, here we go. People are getting really carried away with PlayStation multiplayer job listing, Insider says. This comes to us from TheGamer by way of Johnny Flores Jr. Another junior. How nice. Must kill him. So okay. Let's back up. Actually, is it on here? I'm just gonna read this. I'm gonna read this and see what they say. And if it's there, then it's there. If it's not, I can just summarize what the job listing was. Okay. A little more than a day ago, Sony sent PlayStation fans into a frenzy after a job listing was discovered that explicitly stated it was looking for someone to help with its multi-platform strategy, specifically for executing strategy across Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. Naturally, many took that to mean that past, present, and future PlayStation exclusives could jump ship from PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 in the same way that Microsoft has begun bringing many of its previous Xbox exclusives to other platforms, namely PlayStation. That said, one gaming insider is asking everyone to calm down as not everything
Hmm.
is as it seems. Ooh, expect more Helldivers and less Spider-Man if all goes to plan. Over on Reset Era, in a discussion in the discussion of the recent news, Shinobi 602, a frequent commenter on games related developments and person involved in the industry, said people are getting really carried away with the job listing. On its own, that's probably an accurate assessment given how quickly many began speculating that the likes of Spider-Man or God of War could be on the way to Xbox. However, Shinobi 602 clarified his remarks in a response to a separate poster. The poster wrote, "I still think it's probably safe to assume Sony is thawing a bit on hardline exclusivity. Games as a service games coming later to Xbox if they make sense. More stuff like Lego Horizon, smaller spin-off games could come to Switch, etc." To which Shinobi responded, "Yes, these types of things." In other words, it seems like beyond Helldivers 2, something like Fair Games could make its way off the platform alongside smaller titles that on its own probably aren't system sellers. Of course, only time will tell what path Sony ultimately does decide on. But for the time being, it seems like Shinobi wants everyone to take a step back.
Yeah, I can see stuff like MLB The Show, Fair
Yeah,
Games.
yeah.
What other small exclusives do they have?
Um, I mean, so
Probably not anything first party developed, but stuff that they had an exclusivity thing with, maybe.
yeah, I mean, it is a thing of like if we're following Xbox, we're following PlayStation, we see what they're doing in real time. Xbox has made it clear what their strategy is, which is essentially become third party, whereas PlayStation doesn't have the capital necessarily to just become a straight third party like Xbox can, because PlayStation is making money for Sony. Like PlayStation is Sony's golden goose. So they're not going to ruin the bag by diluting the player base by allowing them to go to different platforms and playing their
It's
games.
gonna take a while for something like that to happen.
Yeah, if it ever does. And like Sony still relies on the hardware that PlayStation sells. So that's
Mhm.
always going to be a big factor for them. So this job posting of like, oh, they're thinking of multi-platform, it's like they're probably going to do what they're doing right now, which makes sense. Like they technically own Destiny's multi-platform. Helldivers, we know, it's going multi-platform. MLB The Show, multi-platform. um
Case by case basis, basically.
yeah, I think SIE game, Sony Interactive Entertainment game, is also multi-platform. I don't remember which one, but they have a few games that are already multi-platform, and it seems like the idea. And then we have like Lego Horizon, which is not multi-platform. Well, actually, it is multi-platform because it launched on PlayStation 2. So yeah, we have those games already that's already in the ecosystem that is already multi-platform, but
Yeah.
we're not going to see Last of Us on Xbox. We're not going to see Spider-Man, as I said, on Xbox. We're not going to see Ghost of Yotei on Xbox, because those are the games that sells the systems, and PlayStation knows that. So yeah, that's Do you what's your take? Anything different or?
I can't think of any other exclusives that they would be willing to release over to
Yeah,
other systems other than Steam, PC.
yeah, and that's another thing too. Like if the Xbox ROG Ally X plus Alpha is able to use the Steam marketplace, essentially you can play your PlayStation games on Xbox console.
Yeah,
So this could be a way of a semi future proofing PlayStation for that eventuality if that happens to be the case. And it's like, okay, well, they got to do something. Like because I heard that there's possibility for them to deny access to certain devices on Steam, but I don't know if that's the case. Like it could still be the case. It could not be the case. I don't know.
that'd be whack. But we'll see
Yeah,
what happens.
yeah, we'll see what happens. Um, yeah. So that's pretty much the extent of the internet blowing up over PlayStation going multi-platform. But then the internet blew up again with this other thing from the hollowest of nights. But before we get into that, hey, you do us a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you're listening on podcast services, whichever you're using, please leave us a review. We'd appreciate that. Thanks. Number 3. Hollow Knight Silksong is real and playable next month. This comes to us from Polygon by way of, wait a minute. I'm looking for it. Mark Griffin. Griffin. So, Hollow Knight is in fact, Hollow Knight Silksong is in fact real again. Team Cherry promises to release the long-awaited Hollow Knight Silksong in 2025 is looking more likely than ever. The latest evidence is a new playable demo for Hollow Knight Silksong that will be available to the public at Gamescom in August. Silksong will be on hand on PC and the ROG Xbox Ally X. Microsoft announced Monday as part of its Gamescom 2025 plan. Along with Silksong, we don't care about the other game.
Did you play Hollow Knight?
Yeah, I did. I never beat it.
Ah,
I played it one time and I was like, "Ooh, I don't like this." And then I think maybe after Elden Ring, I went
okay.
back to it and I was like, "Oh, I understand this better."
Ah,
And
it
I
was a
ended up
skill
playing.
issue.
Yeah, yeah, it actually was. It actually was. But I ended up playing it for a good amount of time. I beat a couple of bosses, but I don't remember exactly where I stopped. But it was like, oh,
Yeah,
I stopped with the wanting to go back. It's just other games got in the way and it will never
gotcha.
happen. So along with Silk, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just read some of these games just because they're a part of this article. So Xbox will offer playable demos of other highly anticipated titles to the players. The Xbox booth will feature third-party titles including Ninja Gaiden 4, where attendees can get their first public hands-on experience with the game. Other titles include Borderlands 4, Onimusha: Way of the Sword, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, EA Sports FC 26, Animo, which is that Pokemon game that
Mm,
looks kind of interesting. There are no ghosts at the Grand. Oh, that's that musical game.
I think that's one where you inherited a house and you gotta like
Yeah,
rebuild a community. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It has elements of Power Wash because Power Wash Simulator 2 is the next thing. Just
Mm,
cued my mind. Final Fantasy 7 remake integrating Final Fantasy 16 Invincible versus. I wish the best for that game. I don't think it's going to do that well, but I wish the best for that game. Super Meat Boy 3D, which could be fire. Chronos: The New Dawn, and Mistfall Hunter. Don't remember what that one is. Yeah, Gamescom is going to be at the end of August. It's going to be Wednesday, August 20th to Sunday, August 24th.
yep.
The official Xbox Gamescom broadcast will take place August 20th to the 21st. We will, of course, cover that because that's who we are. Gamers, not Xbox gamers. I'm looking at you, Jordan. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, there's not too much to this to say that yes, Silksong is coming, and it'll score me another like
People will
90
believe
points
that
on
it's real when it's
fantasy
in their
league.
hands.
Hey man, prophecy must come true. If I say it's gonna come this year, it's gonna come this year. Forget about last year, guys. Forget about that. All right. Number 4. Microsoft concedes that the Outer World 2 was too expensive. This comes us from Windows Central by way of Jez Corden. So yeah, I'm not even gonna keep you guys. Yes, Xbox is rolling back their pricing for Outer Worlds 2.
That was the
They will
wrong
be
game to start that with.
Yeah, absolutely. The rumor is that the pre-orders were really, really bad. So they were just like, oh, that's not great. So they went back. There's actually an update to this. It's actually old. Just to update, Microsoft confirmed to us that the price decrease will also be reflected in other regions like UK and EU. It might just take a few days to roll out. We'll keep an eye on it too. Jazz. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay. It's supposed to come out in October.
yeah. So yeah, I guess if you want to roll back the clock, Xbox during their summer game, no,
Are they
was it
going to
April?
refund people?
They need to. They should. And give them Xbox bucks. Well, you better refund people. PlayStation penny.
Okay, it says if you've already pre-ordered it at the $80 price point, you'll have to grab refunds at the point of purchase if you've already paid up. Some retailers will light up with refunds today, but some will start accepting refunds for tomorrow. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, get your refunds, guys and gals. Play them, everybody. Do it. Yeah, it was the wrong idea to begin with, and now they realize it was the wrong idea. So there's that. Oh, baby's talking. Baby's
Number 5.
yes.
New report says Xbox Fable may not release until 2027. It was supposed to release in 2020.
It was supposed to be this year. Last year, it was supposed to be this year.
That's crazy.
Oh
My
my
app
gosh.
is.
Yeah, Forbes is just something of a mess. Yeah, so this game is also being delayed. So here's a thing, right?
Mhm.
Xbox recently was like, yeah, all the games that we showed you in the Summer Game Fest, those games are coming out. The other games not coming out. So they got rid of Perfect Dark, they got rid of Everwilds, they got rid of a couple other games. I don't think we saw Fable, but I'm guessing that one got the pass because the reports is saying that it's still going to come out just in 2 years.
We're suffering from this thing where Microsoft and Sony a little bit are announcing games way too far in advance to generate hype, bump up the stock price,
Yeah.
and stuff is 3 to 4 or 5 years out. That's
Yeah.
a shame.
Yeah, it's the weird thing of like their understanding could be made about how the cookie gets made if developers, opened up their doors a bit and be like, yeah, the reason why it's taking so long is because we restarted so many times. But you run into the issue of people taking that information and skewing it and being like, oh, this game is completely in shambles because these
Yeah.
game developers don't know what they're doing. It's just like, no, that's a normal process. Like games start over all the time. That's fine. But then, as you're saying, you get into this weird position where like you showed Fable like 5, 6 years ago, and like people, we're the consumer, like, oh, I can't wait to play that. Maybe next year, maybe 2 years from now, and you're looking like 2027. I'm gonna be a completely different person by then. Like, what's happening here? Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'll be interested in Fable by that time. I will be the Fable by that time. I don't know. And GTA 6 is going to completely change the balance of power in the gaming industry too. So okay. So number 6, report: Gears of War E-Day and State of Decay 3 are coming to PS5. This comes to us from MP First by way of, I don't even know where this thing is.
E-frame.
There it is. Nice. Thank you. E-frame. Yes. Again, this is one of those articles that the title says it all. And again, this is not surprising because we know what Xbox's strategy is now. So, of course, we would expect these games to come to PlayStation because all the other games are coming to PlayStation. Were you a Gears person?
I played through a lot of the first one with a friend, but I've never purchased a Gears of War game.
Okay.
I played a little bit of the multiplayer, but that wasn't really my bag. So
yeah.
I don't know if I'd spend money on this. Yeah.
Yeah. I played the demo of one of the Gears games. Like, oh, this is fine, I guess. It just didn't appeal to me at the time. What about State of Decay?
Never played it.
Yeah.
It would have to. It would have to get on PlayStation Plus for me to like. I have such a backlog.
Yeah.
So many things to play. Yeah.
I will tell you, State of Decay is one of my favorite zombie games. Like, this was back when I played State of Decay on the 360, I think, because
Yeah.
Shreen had a 360 from her brother, and I ended up playing that, and like I fell in love with that game. And it's this thing of like, oh well, this is the only place I can play it. What is happening up there? Like, this is the only place I can play the game because I don't have the Xbox 360 at my house. So it is what it is. But like, the fact that that game showed face, like you were saying in our last thing, so long ago, and it's still not out. It's just like, by the time we see that game, it's going to be a completely different game. Probably State of Decay 4 if they're smart about it. But like, this is coming to PlayStation. I'm like, oh, actually, that's an actual Xbox game I am excited to play. There was finally one. So yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. I think Gears of War is supposed to be next year, but that's not really saying too much, seeing how things are sliding all the time. The last news before the quick hits. Number 7. Sony sues Tencent for allegedly ripping off Horizon video game. This Horizon video games. This comes to us from Reuters by way of Blake. There's a lot of T. Britain.
I can't.
Yeah. Actually, I'm about to pull. Let me pull up the actual trailer. Can you take this story?
The paywall is killing me.
Oh, they're paywall on this.
Yep. Well, no. The ad blocker.
It's just the ads. Oh, okay, yeah.
The ad blocker. The ads are killing me. 1 second.
Yes. So I can just kind of spitball it while you're doing it. So basically, we actually saw this trailer a couple of months ago. The game is called Light of Multiram.
Yeah, we recorded on this. And
yeah.
I think we also was like, God damn.
Yeah.
They're going to get sued.
Like, this game looks a lot like Horizon. And
Yeah.
apparently Sony thought the same thing. Did you get it, or are you still working on it?
I am fiddling with
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
hold
fiddling
on.
with the ad blocker because
All right. I have the trailer. Let me just pop this over. Oh man. So essentially, when you watch this trailer, at first you're like, oh, this kind of looks like Horizon. And then, as you get about 30 seconds into the trailer, you see the character designs, and the character designs look like they were just ripped out of Horizon character designs. And then you see the monsters, like, oh, the monsters look exactly like the robot dinosaurs from Horizon. It just Okay, there we go. It's pretty blatant, and I don't know. I think Tencent was probably thinking, well, if Power got away with it, sort of, we could probably get away with it.
Sony said in a lawsuit filed on Friday that Tencent's upcoming Light of Motoram is a slavish clone of its game that copies several distinct Horizon elements and threatens to confuse buyers. Spokespeople for Tencent and attorneys and spokespeople for Sony did not immediately respond to requests for comment. They said they declined an offer from Tencent to collaborate on a new Horizon game last year. So apparently they tried to reach out to collaborate with Sony, and it was like no.
Oh, interesting.
Tencent later
Interesting.
announced Light of Motoram, which Sony said features identical gameplay, story themes, and artistic elements to Horizon, as well as many similarities. Um, Sony also said that video game journalists have characterized Light of, we're going to call it LOM,
Yeah.
as a knockoff of Horizon, including one who called the game Horizon Zero Originality. So
Yeah, if you're looking at this trailer, there's no way you can look at the trailer and be like, oh, that's definitely not taken from Horizon, like
mm,
copy and paste. It I wonder again, I don't know. I wonder if this was one of the Horizon games, like the family of Horizon games that was in the works.
yeah,
Because no, because the article said that they reached out to them, but they declined. So it's not like they were
hmm
working on this before that.
it even
Yeah, man,
has
this
the same
is
angelic
mm-hmm,
like
mm-hmm.
this is this is blatant.
You got you got the what
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah.
the
Okay, I'm looking at
caveman.
it now again. Yeah, they have tall necks in there. They got the
Yeah,
goddamn
yeah.
dog raptor things. The-
Like this is it is it's actually kind of comical. Like
Tony needs to drape them up by the collar and
you thought you could get away with this with our Aloy?
mm,
Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is Light of Ram, Moram, whatever. It
Motoram.
doesn't matter because we're never going to see this game. You're not going to be able to play this game. Oh, I had this dream where a god that blessed brought destruction. Ah, so we can't. No, so why can't human beings kill God? All right. How far are we? Oh wow,
Yeah,
this is a long trailer. Yeah, we're
this is
done.
a mix of Monster Hunter and Horizon.
Yeah,
Because
Horizon.
I'm looking at this huge hammer axe thing that the person
Mm-hmm.
is using to try to
Mm-hmm. I mean,
absolutely not.
yeah, I just want my Horizon Monster Hunter game. I just come on, make it multiplayer. I just want that. Like I don't all this stuff is getting in the way.
Sony needs to you know, I'm not suggesting violence or anything, but violence.
Just have a conversation in a back alley with no cameras. All right.
Eh,
With that being said, let us jump into the quick hits. Uh number 8. The producer behind Devil May Cry and Dragon's Dogma has a new game coming, and we'll know about it soon. Yeah, that this comes to us from
yeah,
TheGamer. Um, It's going to be at Gamescom. I'm pretty sure that's where they're going to show this thing. There's it doesn't make sense that they drop something before Gamescom. Although, will they have the money to be at Gamescom? I forget who's publishing this game, but I think it would make sense for them to be at a Gamescom versus doing something
on their own
before. Yeah. Number 9, Supermassive Games is delaying Directive 8020 and laying off staff. That sucks. That comes to us from Engadget.
I don't even remember what the hell Directive 8020 is.
So Directive 8020 is because Supermassive Games, they made Until Dawn. So it is that style of game where like you have a bunch of choices you can make that's going to affect the world and stuff. And the setting for 8020 is essentially like the thing. Yeah, okay, you see it. Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay. This is with the girl who played Monica Rambeau, or
yes,
whoever.
Not her mom, her mother.
Sure.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah. So yeah, that sucks. The game I wasn't gonna play it. I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah, he don't like horror games. So punk ass. But no, okay, I'm looking at this again. This looks interesting.
Yeah. So it was like every choice mattered, and there was a way that they were implementing the choice system where you can actually see the different like outcomes in real time or something like that. I don't know. It sounded interesting, but again, I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm not gonna deal with that. That's not something for me, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're cutting somewhere in the region of 90 jobs, which at the time Bloomberg estimated the studio had more than 300 employees. So that's actually a really big cut. Yeah, it sucks. I don't. Oh wait,
hopefully
no. Last year they cut somewhere of 90 jobs, and then now they're expected to cut 36 more. Jesus. Whoa. They're not going to be able to finish the game. That's not good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You gonna say something?
No, I hope it's able to come out. It looked interesting.
Yeah. All right. Number 10, with release news expected soon, Metroid Prime 4 has been rated. This comes from VGC by way of this a Middler joint. This might be a Middler joint. A Middler? Nope, Andy Robinson. So Metroid Prime 4 was rated in South Korea, and usually when that happens, that usually means that there's going to be some kind of announcement for release date soon. There's also rumors that this week we're supposed to be getting a Nintendo Direct, and that Direct could have Metroid Prime in it. There was an updated rumor on the rumor last week about Animal Crossing being in the Direct, and apparently that's probably not going to happen. I think Animal Crossing might actually happen next year or something like that. I don't really know, but that's what is being said. So I'm just letting you all know. But yeah, Metroid Prime 4. A release date would be great. I'd
have to go watch a Let's Play of the originals or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I am. I don't think I will jump and get Metroid Prime 4. Probably not until I have beat Donkey Kong, beat Death Stranding 2, and beat Clair Obscur. I can't keep doing this to myself. I got things I gotta do. So yeah. But yeah, that's cool. We'll see what happens. Maybe even tomorrow we might get a direct or something. But yeah, I think by the end of this week we'll hopefully have the release date for Metroid Prime 4. All right. That is it for the gaming news and quick hits. Now, before we wrap this up, let us talk about the games we've been playing. Sean, what have you been playing?
I'm still tooling around in Donkey Kong. I beat the first major boss. I like that this game allows you to play how you see fit. It rewards exploring I think there was one door in front of me that was sealed off. That was like I was supposedly supposed to go and do a bonanza mode to break down, but you could also just break the wall around the door and get through it. I just like that you're able to do stuff like that. This is an interesting game.
I love that.
As I said, I have talked to a few people and they don't believe it, but this could be a contender for Game of the Year.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I definitely think. Actually, okay. Are you done? Because I'll just have this be the my. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I've also been playing more Donkey Kong, and I've been playing Death Stranding too. I guess I'm at the similar place to you because I had just beat the first.
That
I guess
octopus multiplying
yeah,
boss. Yeah.
yeah. So I beat that. And then I progressed a little bit. I kind of played around in the new area, but I didn't really
Mhm.
get too far in that. But I definitely feel like Donkey Kong will be in the running for Game of the Year, and I think that is just because it is the perfect combination of Donkey Kong coming back as a new IP. This is being made by the Mario Odyssey team or a spinoff of the Mario Odyssey team. This feeling like a really, really good game. It is
It
really
nails the fun
polished. It is so much fun
of
to
what a
play.
game is. We
Yeah,
love the cinematic storytelling and deep thought, provoking games that are coming out, but you also need this. There's a balance. We don't have
exactly.
to swing super hard in the direction of Sony narrative games. Those are still
Yeah,
great, but Nintendo will always have a place if they're putting out stuff like this.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I like this. Yeah, the Donkey Kong screams like this is the game for everybody. So on the flip side, I am also playing a lot more of Death Stranding 2. I am making my way through that game. I guess it's not really a spoiler because we've seen the scene already in um in the trailers that Kojima's put out, but I've gotten to uh the Higgs scene with the guitar and fighting the red robot or whatever.
Hmm.
And the more I play this game, the more I love it, but the more I see how much Kojima needs an editor because there is stuff that you can tell he was like, "Oh, I want to do this just because I feel like this would be a fun
Yeah.
thing to do," and it's like this is a cool thing that I'm watching. This is completely cool, but then like it doesn't really amount to anything. Sometimes it does. Sometimes a cool cutscene amounts to like something happening after the cutscene,
Hmm.
but other times just like why am I
This is
answering
what
this
happens when
question?
it's your studio. He needs a
That's true. That's true.
who's George Lucas's wife? He needs a wife like what
Oh,
George Lucas has to
yeah.
reel in his craziness.
Yeah, and like it's one of those things where like I could be very premature about some of these opinions and that like it might actually like some things might have some kind of result later on like down the line, but like I literally hit a intermission part in the
Hmm.
game where it was like intermission, and it I'm thinking like, oh, something's gonna happen here, but it really felt like, oh, I could have just gone and get some popcorn so that they come back and then start playing the game again. It was just, there's just so many weird decisions in this game that is like halfway beautiful and halfway like you don't need this. Like, no, this is not needed. And then on top of that, I have picked up the mantle from The Last of Us 2, and I have completely done away with stealthing the BT sections. I am just like, hey, like for the little like watchers or whatever,
Hmm.
I let them take me. I let them take me to the BT boss so I can
Are you
shoot
like
that thing in the
Kevin in
face.
Home Alone? I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Yes. The way I'm just like, because like the most the most time consuming part of this game is dealing with those sections because you can't really run through it. Sometimes you can, but like your vehicles stop working or whatever, and that it all just becomes like, okay, I got to slow down. I'm just like, well, instead of slowing down, I'll just have them take me to the boss area, the boss guy or whatever. I'll beat the boss, and then everything goes away, and I can continue doing what I'm doing. So that's been my way of doing things with Death Stranding too. Um, yeah, I mean, the game gives you a whole bunch of like tools and stuff that you can play with to make encountering enemies and dealing with enemies a lot smoother. And it's a good time. Like I'm having a lot of fun with the game,
Yeah.
which is very surprising because I honestly didn't think I would be this like enamored by the game just off of watching the 4 hours of content that I did with Death Stranding one. But yeah, it's a good game. It's good. I don't know if I would recommend it. I think that's solely up to you, listener, viewer, as a gamer. If you like the stuff that you see online of people doing tricks sometimes and cool stuff, hey man, go for it. But yeah, I also I'm trying to steer clear of like spoilers and stuff. Like I got the other mode of transportation in the game. I haven't messed with it yet because of the certain drawbacks. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I don't got anything else. All right. We did it. We did it.
Yeah.
That has been another episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest. We hope you enjoyed digesting this episode as much as we enjoyed regurgitating this. Is that how that works? I don't know. Medical terms are just kind of a mystery to me sometimes. Don't forget to please support us by liking this video, hitting the subscribing to the channel, hit the notification bell. I don't know how I forgot that. You can also join our conversation by joining our Discord at pressx2start.com. Number 2x. No, pressx number 2 start.com/Discord. Go there. It is late, guys. I'm fading. And then leave us a review, whatever podcast service you're using. Leave us a review. We appreciate it.
Peace
Thank you
out.
so much. Yeah. Bye. Oh wait.